It is a wonderful one-day event where you can come and get a sense of the industry and some of the new and emerging trends that are taking place in the industry, plus also an opportunity to network with some of the most impressive people that put on exhibitions worldwide.
We have 62 presidents, executive directors, and CEOs in the room representing 158 organizations.
Rick McConnell, President, Hanley Wood Exhibitions.
Lori Anderson, President, International Sign Association.
Ned Krause, President, CEO, E.J. Krause and Associates.
Good morning. Mette Petersen, President of Kölmesse, Cologne International Trade Fairs, North America.
Good morning. Dennis Slater, President of AEM.
Deborah Hamlin, CEO, Irrigation Association.
Hi, Steve Sinetti, President and CEO, National Shooting Sports Foundation.
The balance between private industry, association, suppliers, convention and visitors bureaus is really just perfect. It's a great balance. You're not overwhelmingly feeling like you're in those insider discussions where you're just talking to people that you see at events all the time. You really have a chance to meet new people and engage in new important business discussions.
I think the interesting thing about here is you get to hear from shows from all types of industries. And so, sometimes you get a chance to go to shows within your industry and learn about things that are happening within your marketplace, but you don't often get to go and hear about some other area of the industry or something new that's changing or developing, maybe in a smaller meeting or in a small marketplace. And this is a great way to assess all that information.
It took us about 1,000 man-hours across a staff team of 14. We had 2 outside consultants that work with us, and our total budget was $200,000 for this event, or integrating the virtual event into our fall meeting.
And Shop the Floor is Advanced Star's digital marketplace that allows our customers to connect anytime they want. Now, we talk about it, we're not talking about extending our trade shows. What we're really talking about is extending the engagement.
The Electronic Retailing Association produces 2 major events a year. One is in September in Las Vegas, approximately 10,000 net square feet, about 200 exhibitors and sponsors in total, and about 3,600 attendees from all over the world. So we're a relatively smaller event compared to some of our peers here.
Okay, nice distribution there. Large percentage, 27% of over 400,000 square feet. And the value of doing some of this up front is eventually you'll be able to take a look at all of the information we collect in the course of the day by your specific event.
I get the benefit of hearing what the latest ratios are, how large shows are measuring their ROI, what they're spending on marketing, what's the talent that they're hiring, what are the trends that they're seeing. And I take that back and share it with my team, and then we implement it, and it's been tremendously valuable to us.
ECEF for us is a once-a-year chance to really challenge our thinking about our show. We spend a lot of time with our staff internally evaluating it, talking to customers and prospects, but here we can find our peers from all sorts of different segments to challenge that thinking and bring new ideas to our event.
Community versus database. Again, database is, we're going to market to them. We're going to get them to take an action. Community is, they want to be a part of it. And experience, and I'm going to go in a lot more detail about this, experience is becoming so much more important to people. This next generation really cares about being delighted and about having unique things occur that they can talk about, that they can take pictures of.
From the very first one of the things that was different was the content was really, really solid. I also think, I look back over the time and I think of those things that I most remember. Great presentation on human resources at one point, and this is the event where the Reed variable pricing for trade show booths was first introduced and spoken about.
Yeah, Sharif here. Gary and Karen, phenomenal international attendance. You also have tried, with various degrees of success, doing things overseas. Could you tell us a little bit the good and bad?
We're CES. Every major convention city in the world wants us. And what they envision is we're going to take what's happening in Las Vegas, and we're going to just plop it down there, with this huge show with mega attendance. And especially it was like Beijing did that. After their Olympics, they wanted to fill their hotel rooms, and they tried to entice us. And they thought we could do that. We can't do that.
My first experience with ECEF as a sponsor was very positive. The caliber of attendee here was beyond compare, like no other event in our industry. A lot of, obviously, C-level executives, presidents, decision makers, people who are really here to learn, who are here to be engaged and to talk and are open to new ideas and also potentially new vendors or suppliers.
So we have to be very careful about what we put out there in our positions because we're making a promise, whether we implicitly do it or explicitly do it. And if we can't deliver it in our touch points, our brand is going to fail.
Our attendees and exhibitors should have a positive brand experience with every touch point at our event. So that's something that I'm going to take back, not only to my organization, but also to my clients as well.
Unique content that is totally, the right stuff at the right time. Just finished, listening to Gary Shapiro, very inspirational, and the speaker this morning from Reed, I think he's sort of the future dean of our industry, very innovative. So I think innovation happens here, gets talked about here, and I learn things, but I also am able to network with my peers and colleagues.